Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, children. I don't even know where I was going with this one. My brain just shut off. But anyways, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. That's where I was going. Welcome to another live with me, Cliff, aka Foxit Outdoors, or Foxit Outdoors, aka Cliff, however you'd like to spin it. Got a few things going on the docket tonight, talking about melons. Closing my door over here. Do have a little bit of a surprise tonight. Hopefully everybody can make it to view this, hopefully. And if not, well, it is going to be what it is. Ooh, I got my first viewer. It's definitely not me, so greetings. And it is hopefully Mr. J. Sorry, my brain. I apologize. Let's try that again. That would be Daniel and Tiffany. Or is tonight just Daniel, or is it just Tiffany today? Enlighten me. And there's Mr. Jason and Miss Molly in the background. Greetings. I'm going to raise that up just so y'all see my forehead. And my remainder of running into a freaking thorn bush. Still trying to eat my dinner. Gotcha. Daniel it is. Yeah, I just barely started mine like 10 minutes ago. Got most of everything ready for tonight. My glass is currently chilling in the freezer. All my other beverage materials are in the freezer as well. Except for the Red Bulls. Red Bulls are gone. I'm going to raise that just a bit more. There we go. Hey, neighbor. Howdy, neighbor. Once my eyes disappear, I have what looks like a 5 head. Just kidding. Greetings, one and all. Hope everyone's doing well tonight. I'm worn out because I was outside tearing apart freaking pallets yesterday after work, because why not? Figured up 77 degrees, cloudy, the sun's not out, got plenty of light. I was dying out there. I was sweating my brains out. Like, it was freaking hot. Like, I'm over there doing wind sprints on the top of an active volcano. But got most of the pallets taken care of. I still got about 5 more 2x4s I gotta separate and pull the nails out of, but we're good for that. I'll probably get the rest of that done tomorrow. Aside from that, I know I haven't filmed much this month or this last couple of weeks. I've just been really busy over here. I will be getting a sunflower update this week, and most likely tomorrow. Hopefully I can post that before I forget when I come home. But sunflowers are doing fantastic. I've already been, to be honest, I've been harvesting them already. I got about 8 or 10 sunflower head. Greetings, Grace. How's it going? But yeah, been I do hope all is well over there, Grace, and I hope I won't go into details, but I hope recovery is going well. And apologies for the current frame rate outlook. I'm trying to eat my dinner over here. but trying to still be on screen. So yeah, I've been harvesting sunflowers. I've been checking on them. So the minute I see the birds start pulling them out, I cut the head off and I set it over here in the corner to dry under a container so the birds can't get to it. Like I said, I got about 8 or 10 in there already. I might have more than that, to be honest. I've been snipping them here and there. Took one to work with me, and I was just pulling the seeds out. They're just sitting in my cup holder in my truck. But I am paying attention to the two main ones that I've been looking forward to harvesting. I'm watching those seeds, Jason, and they are just getting fatter and fatter. So I'm still watering them. I gave them like 45 minutes worth of water today, so they are doing well. Aside from that, probably got about another week or two on those particular seeds. You should know which ones I'm talking about. I'll get those ones sent out when I can, when they're ready. Aside from that, I got to start working on getting everybody's stuff ready and sent out so I can focus on some other things and try to get other stuff squared away throughout the season. I am like super far behind on a lot of stuff, so apologies, folks. To be honest, most of the summer I have been really lazy, but at the same time extremely busy. So those are doing well. Damn, I forgot where I did that purple one. What did I do with that one? Oh, I don't know where I put that. That other one we were talking about the other day, that purple sunflower seed, Jason. I'm watching that one too. Them suckers are getting fat also. I don't know where I put that seed at. That's weird. No, I know where I put it. Nope. What the heck did I do with it? Well, I'm confused now. I thought I had it over here. Huh. Well, I lost that purple one. I don't know where that one went. Unless I put it in with my potatoes. I don't remember doing that, but I might have. No, I got a half a bean in there, though. Oh, that's weird. I don't know where that purple one went, but anyways. So, yeah. So, okay. So, again, get this, folks. So, there goes that. I don't really need that. That's just sitting there doing nothing. So, again, so this is a weird thing. I showed Jason on Wednesday. So, I have a really weird issue. Okay. So, I will do this. There's my dinner. For those of you who are curious, I'm eating a lasagna because it's nice. Nice. So, these are the seeds that I planted. Okay. Black ones, little black ones. These are basically like feeder seeds, some of these. That's a mammoth. These white striped ones, these are mammoths as well, or at least that's what they're considered. That's a mammoth. And then I have, where's that other one at? This solid black one here is a mammoth as well. Okay, so I had like 3 or 4 varieties of mammoth sunflower seeds in here. But as you can see, they're all the standard sunflower seed colors. Light brown to slightly black to grayish, striped, and tan. Okay? So I harvested the other day. You can ask Jason on this one. I'm not lying. I pulled it off the plant. A purple and white sunflower seed, which made no sense to me because I don't have purple sunflowers. I did not plant any variety that has purple sunflowers or sunflower seeds. And it's not a random one. It came out of the seed packs that I have, like 10 or 12 seed packs. I did not cross-pollinate, crossbreed. As far as I know, you can't do that with a sunflower. I might very well be wrong on that one. But as far as I know, you can't cross-pollinate sunflowers to get random funky varieties. But I've got 2 sunflowers so far that are like weird mutations. It could be a sport. I hate this damn thing over here. Get off of this stupid crap half the time. But yeah, I had like 2 or 3 heads that are like these weird mutations. This one is one of them, and it's got, like I said, purple sunflowers. Like purple sunflower seeds, and they're fat seeds. They're not little ones either. Man, I wish I knew what I did with that. I want to show it off, but I don't know where I put it. I thought I had set it down here on one of my containers so I could use it again or show it off again. And now I have no idea where it went. Spiders, spiders, spiders. Everywhere I've got spiders. I'm looking for it to see if I can't find it just up here somewhere. Thinking maybe I tossed it up on this. Maybe, I don't know. That's really annoying. Because I kind of really want to show you guys that sunflower. But I don't know where I set the thing at. Oh, here it is. Aha! Oh man, it dried out. There's like almost nothing in it. Found it. Sorry for the giant forehead sight. Knocking stuff over here. Okay, so it doesn't have the purple coloring now, but here is the sunflower. It's like black. It almost looks black. But that's the sunflower. Huge sunflower seed. Like, huge sunflower seed. I really don't know if you guys can actually see the coloration on there, but it is, there we go. It does have a little tinge of purple to it. So I'm gonna do this for you guys. Let's try this. I haven't popped one of these open just yet. Doesn't feel like it's 100% dry. And that was a dud. That is what would have been the sunflower seed. And again, a massive cavity on that thing. So I don't know if I pulled it off too early or if the plant was just being weird. But there's all 3 pieces. I doubt that little piece is going to be viable enough to do anything, so in the trash can it goes. Oh, sport. Okay. I don't know. I don't normally have. I've been growing sunflowers for like 3 years, and I've never had one of them do that. So it's kind of weird. But I mean, you get random variation mutations through, with a lot of stuff. It's not necessarily just one single plant. So I mean, everything has an odd chance of mutating. Especially when you have things like a lot of the spinach plants. It's the spinach plants are hybrids, a lot of them. So when you plant the seed, you got a 50-50 chance of getting the strain that is actually labeled on the box or the packet, or the original strain that it came with, or should be coming as. So like I know I had a couple of spinach packs that said hybrids. And I can't remember the names of the hybrids, but yeah, it was like a 50-50 chance of when it germinated, you get, hey, Cecilia, how's it going? To answer your question, right there, eating lasagna, talking about melons. Don't know where Bill's at, because I know Bill wanted to see this melon. Still warm. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to let that thing go a little bit longer and determine whether or not I want to harvest it. If not, it might just be a random inert mutation. Because the plant looks weird. It's partially formed, but like partially closed. I'll be doing that here on this particular live stream. I will not be doing it on the second one, so hopefully they show up on this one. But I will be cutting it open. I've got my cutting board over here. I'm just going to use my, well, frick me right in the poop stumper. I just dumped, I don't know how, my knife grabbed my sunflowers, pulled that off my shelf, and now I have sunflower seeds everywhere. Like, they're everywhere. All over my desk, all over my keyboard. I probably got about 20 of them on the floor. That's irritating. Yep, that one's an empty one. What is that? Does not look like a sunflower seed to me. So now I got to pick all of these things up. And these are supposedly the mammoth sunflower seeds, but yeah, I don't know. They're not as big as I was expecting. I legit have bigger sunflower seeds in the jar that I just showed everybody. Yes. As I was going through there, I found 3 more. One of them is actually fairly good size. It's already about the size of like a small Nerf football. So happy there. And the only reason why I noticed it was even there was because I was doing some trim work on the rose bushes. Sorry, I'm very distracted right now. So I was doing some trim work on the rose bushes, and the melon was growing in a section of branches, and it was currently only being held on in that position by a bottom cut and like 4 rose thorns that were like clawed into the flesh. But it got too big over the last couple of, since 2 days ago, that it actually fell off. So I've got it wedged in another one, but I'm going to have to go through and I'm going to have to separate everything. And I have to go and, oh shit, those are everywhere. Damn. Sorry, my sunflower seeds went everywhere up here. They're all over the top of my desk. I mean, the top of my cabinet. I got like 30 of them up here. Sorry. But yeah, I do got more melons. It's not 100% tragic loss. But it's going to be a while before they are ready. I am going to be keeping an extremely close eye on these. As much as physically possible. And at some point, I'm going to have to net them just to keep the squirrels from getting at it, because I do not want to lose more of these melons. Now, do bear in mind, this is not the only plant that I have, is not the one that's in the back that's growing it. I've got more up front on my trellis. I'm always up there, so the birds and the squirrels usually don't go on that side. They go back on the back side because I'm not back there all the time. So they get a little bit more free range to roam around and get stuff. But I will be paying a damn bit of attention to that because I do not want them getting at my stuff this time. So I will be keeping a much greater eye on them as the time goes. Yeah, I'm losing everybody. Anyways, sorry about that. All right, I should be a little bit more focused now that that mess is dealt with. All right, get my knife back where I had it. Well, I got to be able to be out there to get the sucker, and I don't feel like buying a trap because I technically don't know if I can trap it, but I'm going to consider it a nuisance pet or a nuisance animal. So even if I do dispatch it, who's going to care? I'm just going to stick it in the damn compost bin anyway, or I'll just dig a hole and stick it at the bottom of the hole. What's the worst that's going to happen? Someone's going to be like, oh, why'd you dig a 2-foot hole over here? Mind your damn business why I dug a 2-foot hole. Maybe I got a dead fish down there. Nobody around here questions why I dig holes in my yard. Nobody. All my neighbors see me gardening, so that's what I do. Constantly digging holes somewhere. But if anybody has eyes on Bill or can get eyes on Bill, I'd like to let him know that I am doing my melon reveal, and I'll probably be doing that here just as soon as I finish this. Oop, I missed a sunflower. You know what? I'm going to stick that in my other pot. Screw it. Stick it in that container. Since I got so many other sunflower seeds in here. That one landed and popped open. Oop, there's another one. So that'll be 2 random Russian mammoth sunflower seeds mixed in that batch now. Oh, I can dig all kinds of holes over here. My neighbors don't do. I'm digging holes all the time. Digging stuff, digging for planters, digging for squares. It doesn't matter. I can bury a damn squirrel in the bottom of one of my planters that I got currently, and ain't nobody going to question why. All I got to do is dig a hole in the middle, stick that sucker at the bottom, fill it back up with dirt. Nothing going to get to it. I just got to dig through about 1.5 feet, 2 feet of dirt anyway. And plants. And they can't get it from the outside because they got to go chew through a 2x6. So, yeah, I stick things in my ground. Heck, I used to have like 10 dead fish in a dirt pile that I had out in the front yard for, I don't know, probably 1.5 to 2 years. I never touched it, so those things completely biodegraded into the sand and dirt. But fun times because it was some pretty good dirt, and I just added that to the garden as I was going along. It was pretty nice, actually, to be honest. I had a lot of good. I thought it was some good soil for a good while there before the nutrients finally ran dry. But they will do that after a while. That's why people always talk about regenerative soil. Chop and drop and all that. Let your soil do what it's got to do for a bit and then redo it again. So I've noticed a lot of my soil is too nitrogen rich because I've been growing beans in them. And I mixed the soil, so most of the soil was high nitrogen. And then I just planted more beans in there, so it's like extremely high nitrogen now. But I got a lot of my beans are doing real well. Again, I'm pulling them off here and there, a couple at a time. I'm not getting as far as I did last year, but last year I was growing a way different method, and the beans that I had when I was doing the cowpeas, when I was doing those ones, I had those next to squash. That's what I was growing my acorn squash on. I was growing that next to those. So they were pumping the nitrogen into the soil, and the acorn squash was just soaking it up like a sponge. And that's why I had like 15 acorn squash last season. This year I don't have jack squat for acorn squash. I didn't plant any over there. But like I said, I have that melon over on that side as well. I planted like 8 or 10 of them on that side. I only got like 5 plants or 6 plants left. But they're doing fantastic. They're starting to produce. I've got like 4 or 5 little buds, little tiny melons that are about this big on there. Probably in another week, they'll probably be 2 to 3 times that size. Just because that particular melon grows real quick for some reason. Like you notice it, and you wait like a week, it'll start off real small. Like they just pop out. So they'll start popping out. They'll start off like around this size, about 1 inch, 1.5 inches. And then in like a week, they're like 4 or 5 inches. They just grow like wicked fast. Like wicked fast. And I've seen fruits and veggies grow fast, but like this particular melon was insane. Good amount of water, and they just take off. And same with my cucumbers. I harvested all those cucumbers for that video, was it last week? I've already got 5 more that I can harvest again, about the same size. Because that plant is loving where I stuck it. Hey, there we go. Right about there. Yeah. There we go. Perfect. Finish munching my food. Then we can get back to talking about plants. Still going on Cecilia's comment about digging a hole to hide something. I would check with your local authorities or your local. I would check with a lawyer, to be dead honest about this. But some states you are not required to call the authorities if you dispatch something on your property that stands vertically. Some states you don't have to call them. They just recommend that you dig a hole deep enough that something doesn't dig it out. But I would recommend checking with your local lawyer or a lawyer on that matter, because that may or may not be the case in your area. But League, I am not a lawyer. I am not an adjudicator. I am nothing of the sort. So do not take what I say with a grain of salt. Or take what I say with a grain of salt. Don't take it to heart. I don't want to get anybody in trouble for things that I've run across or heard throughout on the internet. But yeah, just if you do it, dig a deep enough hole that the smell doesn't seep upwards and alert somebody. So yeah, but I'm just saying anyway. So melons are doing good. Sunflower seeds are doing good. Beans are doing moderately okay. My carrots are starting to go. I did plant some more in front of the new bin, the new 3-foot, 2.5 by 5.5 foot garden bed with a big, massive 4-foot trellis. 5-foot trellis by it's like 5 foot by 5 foot, something like that. It's a solid square. But I planted a row of radishes in the back toward the street side. Those have already popped up. And then I did plant the other day, like 2 days ago, Wednesday or Thursday. Wednesday. I think right before the live, or actually I think I planted them after the live. I don't remember. I planted about 12 carrots in that spot, so I will have another batch of carrots on that side of the property. Aside from that, I've just got a couple of random basil plants popping up here and there from where I've just sprinkled basil seeds just to see what I can get before the end of the season. I thought that was a mosquito. I got a fairly decent amount of seeds from the basil plant that I got out there now. It's doing fantastic. I got, I don't know, probably about a couple hundred seeds off of there. So I will be bagging those up, probably keeping them for seed stock. Aside from that, I'm trying to think else what else is doing good. Potatoes didn't do very well this year. I think I got about 3.5, maybe 4 pounds total of little tiny potatoes. Actually, might have been total of 5 pounds with what I have in here in my little tray over here. So I think with what I have in this tray plus what I harvested fully out of the pot, I think a total of about 5 pounds. I didn't show you guys any of that because, to be honest, those potatoes kind of sucked. You saw them when I did the reveal the last time when I brought them from the kitchen. I basically just got another batch of the same thing, small potato, like small ones to like, I don't know, fingerlings, a little bigger than fingerlings. So, I mean, it wasn't bad considering what I planted in there, but I would have liked to have gotten a better yield. Again, learning on potatoes is still a big process for me. I haven't quite figured out how to do it properly. But I'll get there in time. And then one of these days I'm going to be growing some massive potatoes like Mallory. I'll be growing some like Texas stuffers. Big old like football sized potatoes that weigh like 2 pounds each. Which will be interesting. Ugh. Almost 80 degrees in my room with 50% humidity. Aircon's still on the fridge, so yeah, I don't know. Man, I've only got 4 people watching. It's kind of sad. I usually get more in here than this. Nobody likes me today. All right. That's done. So now at this point, I think we're ready. Who wants to do the melon? Or should we do the melon on the other live? Because I think on the other live, I'll get more people on there. What do you guys think? Should I do the melon cutting on this particular live, or should I wait for the second live? Cecilia says now. Jason says later. So right now I'm 50-50. My own vote doesn't really count, even though I'm the one cutting it open. Like I said, I've got everything ready and set for it. I can, however, move this. Yeah, not now and later. Now or later. For the melon that I've got. Squirrels got to it. Pull. Sorry about that, folks. I bumped my line with my fan over here and all my shit. Which is weird because I've never seen it. I've never had it do that before. That was very, very odd. That was really weird. No, I know now and later is a candy. You stick it in your mouth now and you're still eating it later. Make sure I ain't got no cheese on it. But there's that guy for ready. We have the thin knife. I'm using this one because this is going to be easier to get into that rind. What the heck is on here? Oh, see, that's why it's stuck to the bag. I had something sticky on the back end of the knife, so it stuck to the bag. That's why the bag came flying out of me. Or came flying out at me. God, I can't even English right now. There we go. I also don't have my YouTube side chat up on here, so there's that. Is Shawnee live by any chance? Or is anybody else live? Also, you know, that makes me mad. Nope. I'm done. That this particular live stream from 2 hours ago officially just pissed me off. Oh, Devil Dog is live right now? Because he's probably over there then. Well, Drops, how many cucumber plants do you got, by the way? I've got 3 plants producing me about 4 to 5 every week or so, give or take. Like, I just harvested like 7 of them last week, and I've got like 5 more just about ready to go. Okay. Oh, see, that's why you got 15 cucumber plants. I have, like I said, I've got like 3, maybe 4 plants producing pretty decently, so long as I'm watering them. But I'm also not too concerned whether or not I do or don't get cucumbers on. Hey, Deb, how's it going? Good to see you. Hope all is well. And there's Molly. Good evening, Molly. What in the mercenary camel fart was that? What, phone, what are you doing? No, I did not. Oh, what the shit? Okay, that was weird. Jason, let me know if you got that message or not. Hey, Spicy Brother, how's it going? How's life on your side of the globe over there in the good old PA of USA? Ah, nice. Who and what's getting messed up? What's getting eaten? Because I'm always curious what's getting munched on Animal Kingdom. Because it ain't me getting munched. Ooh. Well, that's... I know it's not Shark Week, because Shark Week was like 2 weeks ago. I'm trying to think now. What would it be? What would it be? Perhaps about a zoo. Who knows? Animal Kingdom's always weird. I cannot spell today. Ooh, crime. Animal Kingdom on crime. Oh, that's interesting. That is very interesting. Very interesting. Is it like on poaching and stuff, or? Well, that would be my only guess. Would be for, especially if it's on Animal Kingdom, it'd be about like poaching and stuff. Deb, that's freaking hilarious. I also just buy the bad eggs too. That'll really help you lose weight. I might also set you in the hospital for a while. But yeah, it is. Possibly, I don't know. No, that'll just make you throw up a few times. I don't know if it'll give you like dysentery where you're just constantly pooping out your guts. Now, if you really want to have some fun on that one, I could probably convince Phil to send you some spicy stuff. I don't know, so maybe some pepper X scorpion stuff that you can add to your scrambled eggs and have it clean you out from the top to the bottom. Some of them peppers be looking gnarly, gnarly. I hate that word gnarly. Just get rid of the damn G. Phil, you still do the nut sack every once in a while, or are you done with that one? Moving on to different ventures, because those were always both fun to watch and also gross at the same time. Yeah, pissed me off with that shit. I'm not gonna be able to go to that. Oh, nice. Is it actual game warden or is it just a showpiece game warden? So I don't know. Let's see. All right. I guess at this point, we got what, 15 minutes left. I'll go grab that melon. Whoever's here is here. If you don't want to see a fat white guy open a melon on live to see if it's actually good or not, you know where the door's at. But right now, it has 91 degrees outside. It's almost 7:30. That's sad. So I'm going to go grab the melon from the refrigerator because that thing's, like I said, I put it back outside, just left it out there. I figured if they started munching on it, they might eat the rest of it. They ain't even touched the damn thing. So I'm going to go get Mr. Melon out of the refrigerator, and we're going to go play melon surgery. And no, it's not a melanoma. I've had the thing sitting in my refrigerator for about an hour, give or take. So y'all ready? Should we get a bigger knife or should we just use this little one? Oh, you know what I just realized? Ah, there we go. I was wondering why I was sitting weird. Look at that. I don't have any large knives, so how we want to do this, folks? Sharp, pointy knife. No, that's really not a knife. I've got a bigger one down here, but I don't fork and particularly feel like using that knife. Although, you know, it could be funny. I could use this knife. I could slice that sucker with this one, as this thing is pretty thin too. I've got knives everywhere. I got two in my pocket. One of them I can't use because it's got tire rubber on it. I've got my knife for my Leatherman. Could bust out the kukri, which is sitting right there, but I'm not opening a watermelon with that one. All right, so I guess we're just gonna go top to bottom, just split it like a freaking sandwich. So I'm just gonna pick two lines and just cut down the lines. So here we go. Stick it in the hole. And we're just going to cut down the line here. And this is slicing like butter. Oh, I have good news. I have good news, folks. Ooh. She is chock full of seeds, some of which I may or may not have sliced in half. But look at that. Look at that beautiful melon innards. Smells like a honeydew, almost like a cantaloupe. Man, that actually cut clean, but yeah, those seeds are actually good. I think those seeds might actually have enough. I'm not going to eat it. I just ate lasagna. I'm not going to eat this damn thing. That's going to taste nasty. Again, it's not fully developed. So there's one seed which, if I compare them, those are the other seeds. These are the dry versions. So wet versus dry, I would say I've got, shit, there we go. I would say I actually got a pretty good seed off of that one. Yeah, I'm definitely going to... Oh, my hand cramped on me. Ow, 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 ow. I will definitely save the seeds for this. So once these are all dried and ready to go, I will ship these. Those who want some of these, I'll ship them out. Mind you, I will inform you right now, colder climates, those probably will not do well. Oh, I thought he said lick the seeds. I can lick it. Like, I'll just lick. So, here, I'll lick this end. It just tastes green. Like, it just tastes green. Where's my fork at? Fork's clean enough. Again, it's not, this melon was not 100% at its peak for harvesting. The inside of this should look more like a cantaloupe than anything else. So again, this was not 100% true to form. And it's weird too, if you look the way the seeds are in there, they're almost like in little cocoons. Or like little pockets. It actually came out pretty damn easy. So there's the inside. Let me slide that off to the side. See what I can do here. I don't particularly want to eat this right now, but you guys won't not let me not eat it, so like I said, I didn't really want to eat this right now. So let's do this. I'm gonna try to cut it down this rib. Just so you guys can get a rough look of it. Really all I did is I just cut in between the ribs. So if you want like a small piece, you can cut in between where like the ribs are. I consider these like the ribs or the veins. Just getting the slimy parts off. Don't want the ends. I do not want the ends. Again, I don't know if this melon is going to be good or not, so it's getting into my finger. It's probably going to taste like crap considering I just ate lasagna. So there's my little piece. Tastes like an unripened watermelon. Ugh. Tastes like watermelon. But it's not a watermelon because it doesn't have spots. It has a striping for a watermelon, but it doesn't taste like a watermelon. Yeah, again, not 100% ripened, but the seeds are going to be perfect. Now I got to figure out something to put these in. I think I have a container. Nope, that one's got my basil seeds in it. Well, shit talking mushrooms. another container to put this in. So I'm actually going to have to step away to go put this in the kitchen or something. Yeah, it just tastes currently like watermelon, but like there's no flavor to it. It just tastes like funky watermelon. But I'm happy that the seeds are developed. So, I mean, as you can see down here, I got this big old mess. The seeds are fine. I got hundreds of them, like seeds galore. I've got tons of bowls from going to like restaurants and stuff. But let me finish scooping these out just because I don't want to waste the seeds. I'll let them dry out over here, or I'll let them dry out in the kitchen. But seriously though, I mean, this is like weird. Look, that's the seed. Oh, right on my computer, damn it. Like that's the whole seed casing. Like it's just weird. It's actually burning my finger, by the way. Had to kind of cut a sticker out of my finger, and I got a hole in there. Now everything's going in there. Yeah, it gets there quick. Why? My fork works just fine. It fit in there perfectly. I don't need to use an ice cream scoop. You can do it with a spoon. You don't need to get all technical. What side was that one on? Yeah, see, I cut this thing off. I don't even know what side I got it off from. Okay, I think it was that side there. Yeah, that side there. And then that sliver went one way, that way. So give me a second. I'm going to go take this into the other room so I can deal with it in there. I'll be back momentarily. So I returned to hopefully unsticky my desk. As much as a success that melon was, it was also just as oh shit. It was just as bad a failure as it was everything else. But again, like I said, folks, unseen garden pests tend to ruin the best laid plans of mice and men. So that unfortunately was what we got out of it. Again, it really did honestly it didn't taste like melon, but it did. It to me tasted like an unripened watermelon. So again, if that was it's full because the inside of that's kind of supposed to be like a creamy yellow color, I think is what like almost like a cantaloupe or like a honeydew. So I mean, I can use the seeds. I'll try the seeds during the wintertime. I'll try to grow some in the greenhouse and I'll see what happens there. If I get something germinated off of it, that'll be awesome. We'll see if I can maybe trellis a melon in the wintertime. Anybody else here grow melons in the wintertime? Leave that in the comments down below once this is posted. If you got any questions, comments, concerns. Hopefully everybody enjoyed that. Last 15 minutes of melon slicing. I mean, that knife really did make going through that melon. It was like cutting paper. But I hope that was all right. So, folks, we are at our limit today for this version. We will be hitting over the second one in about 5 minutes, give or take. Probably less than that, because I don't really have to go anywhere. So I just got to walk to my refrigerator, get my drink accoutrements, and we'll be back online here in just a few minutes. So I thank you all for joining me. If you can, do me a favor on that way out. Like, share, subscribe. Hit that thumbs up button. Let YouTube know that you enjoy and or appreciate my content and would like to see more of it. Until then, we'll catch you guys on the flip side. This is going to be Fox It Outdoors signing off. See you in a few.